In the heart of northeastern Africa, carved by the eternal Nile, rose one of the greatest civilizations known to humankind. Its kings, Pharaoh, were seen as gods on earth, divine shepherds of order and balance. From the legendary era of Moses, through centuries of triumph and turmoil, I trace the legacy of Pharaoh from Egypt's golden age to its last native ruler. This is their story. By the time Moses appears in biblical accounts, possibly during the 13th and 15th century BCE, Egypt was at the height of its power. The new kingdom will begin with Thutmose III, often called the Napoleon of Egypt, a brilliant warrior who expanded Egypt's empire further than any before. He reigned from 1479 to 1425 BCE and brought unprecedented prosperity. It then came Amenhotep II and later Thutmose IV, who continued Egypt's dominance. But it is Amenhotep III, the Sun King, who transformed Egypt into a land of splendor. His massive temple, towering statues, and vast palaces reflect an age of peace, wealth, and divine kingship. His son, Akhenaten, would break from tradition. Akhenaten worshipped one god, Aten, and moved the capital to Amman. His monotheistic revolution shook Egyptian religion to its core. After Akhenaten's death, the throne passed briefly to the boy king, Tutankhamun, the boy pharaoh who ruled for less than a decade, yet his tomb, discovered intact in 1922, made him the most famous pharaoh in modern history. As the 19th dynasty rose, we encounter Seti I, and then perhaps the most powerful of all, Ramesses II, or Ramesses the Great. Reigning for over 66 years, Ramesses built colossal temples, signed the first known peace treaty with the Hittites, and possibly ruled during the time of Moses, according to some interpretations. After Ramesses III, the empire began to fracture. Egypt entered the third intermediate period, a time of divided rule and weakened central power. The high priest of Amun in Thebes held spiritual authority, while northern pharaohs such as those of Tanis claimed the throne. Pharaohs like Shoshenq I, identified by some scholars as the biblical Shishak, tried to restore power, but Egypt's former glory was sleeping. Hope returned with the Saiti dynasty under Psamtik I. Egypt reunified, strengthened its army, and reclaimed stability. Necho II, his successor, is noted in biblical text and remembered for military campaigns and attempts to link the Nile and Red Sea. But Egypt's autonomy remained under threat. Invaders came from all sides: the Assyrians and the mighty Persians. Remember, the mighty Persians are the current Iran. Yet the flame did not die. In a last resurgence, Amyntas, the only pharaoh of the 28th dynasty, overthrew Persian rule. Pharaoh like Nectanebo I and Nectanebo II resisted with valor. But in 303 BCE, Egypt fell again to Persia. Nectanebo II fled south. He would be the last native Egyptian pharaoh. In 332 BCE, Alexander the Great marched into Egypt. The people welcomed him as a liberator, but he was crowned pharaoh. Upon his death, his general Ptolemy I Sota founded the Ptolemaic dynasty, blending Egyptian tradition with Greek governance. The Ptolemies ruled for nearly 300 years, constructing grand libraries. Their final monarch was Cleopatra VII, the last pharaoh of Egypt, with her death in 30 BCE following the Roman conquest by Octavia. later Augustus Caesar, Egypt became a province of Rome. The age of Pharaoh was over. Though the crowns faded and the temples fell silent, Egypt's pharaoh never truly vanished. Their names echo through time. Their monuments defy the ages. Their stories live on in stone, scriptures, in songs. The great king of and queens of Egypt, from the time of Moses to Cleopatra, left behind a civilization that still speaks to the soul of humanity. This was not just a list of rulers, it was a journey through power, faith, resistance, and glory. A testament to a people who believed their leader could command the gods and move the stars. The pharaohs of Egypt, eternal in history, immortal in memory.